Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Africa Everyday. Today's video I want to talk about pronunciation by Nigerians. I've heard that there are some people that they can't differentiate, between different accents that we have all over the world. Some of them, because they cannot distinguish accent from accent, they were fooled by these nasty scammers because they could not tell if they were truly whom they claimed to be, probably American, British, or Spanish. They could not do that. So today I want to use the opportunity to teach you guys how we pronounce in Africa, generally speaking, how we pronounce, and the reason why we pronounce certain words like that, so that it will be easy for you to remember the reason why it is like that. All right, before I continue, I'd like to show my full appreciation to my patrons. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate you. Without your support, all this will not be possible. Thank you so much, most especially Atomic Shrimp. Thank you so much from the deepest part of my heart. Thank you very, 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 very much. Remember, you can also become my patron by clicking in the description of the video. You can decide to buy me cups of coffee. Thank you very much. For those of you that have been with me since the beginning, I'm talking about my old patrons and my new ones. Thank you guys from the deepest part of my heart. Thank you very, very much. All right, before we start, you can see my setup. That tells you that I'm still a novice when it comes to YouTube, so I don't have all this fancy equipment to to make the video. So if you allow me to change this setup, this crude setup, please let me know in the comment section below so that I can look for another way. But I'm trying to to use the resources that are available, as manageably as I can. All right. The first thing, when you are speaking to an African, when I say I'll be interchanging African and Nigerian together because we are the largest population of African. So Nigerian, we can boldly say that Nigeria represents Africa on a global stage. So the first thing you notice is that when we are talking, like you can see in my accent now, though what I'm saying here now does not apply to 100% every Nigerian, most especially those that have traveled overseas. When they when they live certain times there, the accent will change. That is natural. So the first sound that we can pronounce, that we can't even pronounce it at all, talking about 99% of Nigerian, is what we call this sound. In phonetics, this sound is represent the sound such as when you ask a typical African to pronounce thin, they are going to pronounce it as tin. This is what they are going to pronounce. Ask them to pronounce thin. This is what they are going to pronounce. If you ask them to pronounce, let's say, ask them to pronounce teeth. And to pronounce teeth, this is what they are going to pronounce. We can't pronounce teeth. And the reason why we can't pronounce this word is because this sound is not in our local language. This teeth sound is not present in our local language. Another example of this is pith. We can pronounce this. We rather pronounce this. So we can. So if you are hearing someone online whom they claim to be from American or from British, instead of pronouncing thin as tin, just know that you are talking to a Nigerian scammer. Yes, a Nigerian scammer, because ordinarily someone from Britain and America will be able to pronounce this thin because it is right there in your mother tongue, but it is not present in our mother tongue here in Africa. So you take note of that. That is very, very important. Then number two, the second one that you need to take note is that they find it difficult to pronounce chi sound. I am talking about this sound. So in phonetics, you'll be able to recognize this. I learned this when I was in secondary school. They will not be able to pronounce this. Like, for example, now, if you ask them to pronounce church, you would rather pronounce church as shush. If they are speaking and they are to pronounce church, this is what they are going to pronounce. Shush. They can't pronounce church because this chi sound is not present in our mother tongue. They can pronounce just shush. That's what they'll say. Instead of church, they will say shush. If they want to pronounce this, cheat, this is what they are going to pronounce. Now, when they want to pronounce chat, they'll say, let's chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. So they're going to say, let's chat. So when you hear the word let's chat, just know that you are talking to a Nigerian scammer. It's very, very easy. So if you can't differentiate the accent now, you should be able to see the spelling. You should be able to detail the spelling that I'm not talking. No matter, it doesn't matter the kind of accent they try to form. It doesn't matter. They will not be able to pronounce these sounds. The third sound that we can't pronounce in Nigerian is this sound. We can't pronounce this sound in Nigerian because it's not present. Example of words like this is that. That. We can't pronounce this. If you ask a Nigerian to pronounce, they will tell you is touch. This is how they are going to pronounce it. Touch. This is what we are going to pronounce. You can't just pronounce this. For a Nigerian to be able to pronounce this, they need to study this very hard. They will need to study very hard, and I tell you, 99.9% of Nigerians will not do that. So we can't pronounce this. They ask a Nigerian to pronounce this. Ask them to pronounce this, that. This is what they are going to pronounce. Ask them to pronounce this. They. This is what they are going to pronounce. So when you hear somebody who claims to be from Britain, instead of pronouncing that, instead of that, when you hear that, know that you are speaking to a Nigerian scammer. All right. Having said that, what are the common words that we usually pronounce wrongly in Nigerian? Pronounce word that a Nigerian scammer usually pronounce words. I've listened to tens of scammers, talking to either scam betas or talking to potential victim online. So, from my experience, I can easily tell you some of the words that they pronounce wrongly. And number one of them all is Google. Google. A typical Nigerian scammer will pronounce this as Google. This is what they are going to pronounce. Instead of Google, because they don't know how it is correctly pronounced. And the reason is that our majority of Nigerian scammers, majority of them, they are either just secondary school educated students, or all these average students. And you can't blame them being average. It's because of the low quality of Nigerian educations. The low quality of Nigerian educations. So that is affecting. I don't want to go there. All right, let me focus on this. So instead of Google, they will say Google. So if you are chatting or you are conversing with anyone online and they pronounce Google, instead of Google, they pronounce Google. I can tell you 99% that you are talking to a scammer, probably a Nigerian scammer. Another key point is this. Though this is not about spelling, but this is about expression. When you're talking to somebody and they just want to, they are telling you a fact, but they want to emphasize on that fact because they want you to believe them. They started using the word I swear, I swear. It is a very, very common thing here in Nigeria. We use this expression a lot. I swear I'm telling the truth. It's very, very common. If anybody online is talking to you and you discover that they used to use the statement "I swear," the phrase "I swear," a lot. Just know that you are talking to a Nigerian scammer. We use it a lot. It's part of our vocabulary. Yes, we use "I swear" a lot. In fact, there are some cases that when you tell your fellow countrymen, they will not believe you until you start "I swear, I swear, I swear." Swear by whatever you want to swear. They can tell you to swear by God or to swear by any of the gods, depending. So I swear, I'm telling the truth. I swear when I go back, I'm going to refund your money. I swear I'm an American. I can swear by anything. I'm an American. I swear by God. I'm a British. I'm a British living in Singapore. So I swear to God, I'm not gonna dupe you. I'll introduce you to this classical cryptocurrency scam. All right, like I said, it's gonna be a very short video. So this is about the video. Please stay alert and stay vigilant. Majority of Nigerians, we always have a wrong notions that all Westerners, they are living very large and they are well enriched. There was a time I used to believe that. I'm talking about 15 years ago, until I realized no, it is far from that. We have people among them who are suffering just like us. The only difference that you see there and us is that they have the infrastructure. Despite the fact that they have infrastructure, there are millions of them that are struggling like us. There are many Nigerians that can employ Westerners as their workers to tell you how rich some Africans are. But the typical Nigerian scammers will not know that. In fact, we have some that they even believe that if they are scammed, that the government will refund the money. Yes, they have the wrong notion that if Westerners are scammed, the government will refund the money. So they believe that they are not actually doing any kind of harm to the Westerners, that they're not doing any kind of harm to the people. But I've seen it secondhand. What scamming can do to a person's life. When you fall a victim to this scamming, what it can do to one's life. All right, just like I said again, you can support my channel by becoming one of my patrons, or you can decide to buy me a cup of coffee. Every support is highly appreciated. Remember, like, comment, share my video. Your comment, your sharing on my video, your liking on my video is going to go a long way, because YouTube algorithm is behaving strangely these days. All right, guys, I hope to see you guys next time. Love you. Bye. See ya.